Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
So I am 28 years old. My husband and I also have 4 children, our youngest being almost 2. So about 2 years ago, I graduated with my bachelor's degree, started at a job that I love. My husband makes about 55. I bring 50 plus. We've gotten ourselves into some crazy debt. And I've been following you for about a month now. I had no idea what to do with my finances. Asked my dad. He gave me your book. But I feel so lost because at the end of the month, we're still short $500. So I don't know how to piece this back together. One thought was maybe selling our home. We can probably get about 75 to 100 grand more than it's worth, put it towards a new home and pay off our debt. But I don't know what solutions we have right now.
Okay. So where's your husband?
Why
are you doing this by yourself?
He's not so great with money.
Neither are you.
I mean, I'm not either. No, I'm not either. But I'm driven to get this back on track. Yeah.
Okay. Well, drive right up into his face and tell him he's going to help.
Right.
We are going to fix this mess that we made, because part of what you're struggling with here is you're carrying the emotional burden of the financial stress all by yourself. And that really causes your brain to get cloudy and you can't see stuff. So you've got to be working on this together as a team. I'm not expecting either one of you to become financial geniuses in 22 seconds. That's okay. I wasn't either when I went broke. I've done stupid. I've got a PhD in DUMB. I know what it looks like, okay? So it's okay to not know, but it's not okay to not participate.
Right.
So the two of you together are going to lock arms, and here we go down the yellow brick road. Ready? How much debt do you have?
When I put it all into my little spreadsheet I made, it comes out to almost $42,000 before my student loans, and my student loans are $20,000. So,
okay, what is the 42? Break it down for me.
So we have my vehicle. We owe on a couple credit cards.
What do you owe on your car?
I owe $20,000 on my car.
We owe $20,000 on the car I drive. Okay. And then you have credit card debt of how much?
The credit card debt it's probably the majority of it, to be completely transparent.
Well, you said you had 42 plus a 20 student loan, right?
Yeah. So
that means another 22 in credit card debt. Have you got anything other than credit card debt, and a student loan?
No.
Okay.
Just lots of credit cards.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, that's because you've been living crisis to crisis, and every month the credit card saves your butt.
Exactly. And if we can't make a payment, it goes on the credit card.
And you figured out that this is not sustainable. You're going to end up hitting the wall eventually and exploding. So that's a very wise observation on your part. This is not a sustainable methodology. All right. So $60,000 in debt, including your car. 62 and your student loan and everything, and you make 100 and you have 4 kids. Okay. Now, how much is your house payment?
That is $1,850 a month.
That's okay. All right. Not great, but okay. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start fresh. Pretend like you were doing this with a blank yellow pad, and the first thing I want you to do is write have you guys been getting a tax refund?
Minimal, but yeah.
Okay, then that's not the answer. Okay. I would stop all investing. Anybody putting any money in a 401k?
Yes.
Stop.
Okay.
Temporarily. Because you're actually funding that with a credit card right now. Because you're not bringing the money home, so you're short. So, you follow me?
Yes.
Okay. So then, what do you do for a living?
I work for a government.
And your degree is in what?
Public safety.
Okay, so you work for law enforcement or in the...
In an investigative role.
Okay, all right. And your husband does what?
He does construction.
Good. Okay. So here's the general rule of thumb. There's 3 things you can do to get this working. One thing you can do is that'll help get it. If you will get organized and do a detailed budget on the Every Dollar app that I'm going to give you for free, okay? I'm going to give you the premium version for free. I'm going to pay for it. And you and your husband sit down tonight and you give every dollar that is coming into your house before the month begins an assignment. And obviously, we're not going to plan to be 500 in the hole.
Right.
We're going to plan to break even, and then we're going to stick to the plan. But what's happening is you're living from crisis to crisis rather than by a plan. When you do a detailed plan and both of you are in agreement, because he's going to help her, I'm going to kill him, okay? He's going to help, all right? So he's got to help. That's part of his job. He doesn't have to become a financial genius, but he's got to sit down with you, and the two of you got to look at this. This is 6th grade math. Anybody can do it. Now, it's actually 4th grade math, but the in most schools. But the so it's addition and subtraction. So we're going to put the number that we make home and take home at the top of the page. We're going to give every one of those dollars a name. Getting organized will make you feel like you got a raise. Getting in front of it instead of trying to catch up from behind it. Telling your money what to do instead of wondering where it went, you'll feel like you got a raise. That's thing 1. Thing 2 is you're going to stop all spending. You're not going out to eat ever again. You're not going to be in a restaurant unless you're working there. You're not going on vacation. You ain't got any money. You're a broke people, okay? Broke people don't go on vacation. Broke people work, and you got to work to get this mess cleaned up for a while, okay? And then the third thing is, and Ken, this is your turn after 13 minutes finally. The third thing is your husband has a wonderful career called construction, and he can go make a ton of money right now, extra money, that's right, working extra.
And she might be able to as well. Could she do some private investigation work? I don't know what your limitations are, but both of you have got to say, what can we do to bring in more money? If you do what Dave said and you pause the 401k, you immediately have a raise. So now we've got margin, but he needs to be working weekends, nights. He's picking up any kind of laboring work that he can do to see if he can generate.
You can swing a hammer, you can make $50 an hour.
$1,500 extra per month.
Makes serious money right now.
And so that's how we actually fund going through the baby steps. And let's knock out some of these credit cards. Consider selling the car. We didn't have time to mention that. If you have any kind of equity in that car, I would sell that car as well, and that'll really fast forward this situation.
Yeah, income up, out go down, and get organized. And this will work for you. Hold on. Create your free Every Dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.